And you're the one that looks like a turkey, you know. It's one of those things where you just burn and let it go. So I thought my girlfriend and I were going to try to see what happens if we tried the same thing to a guy. So we were out in Pacific Beach, and it was kind of crowded on the sidewalk, and we thought we'd pat a bottom and see what happened. Well, there's so many rough-looking characters, we thought, no, not that one, because that one, he might turn around and crash and
do something.
So finally, this guy was riding by on a bicycle, and just as he got beside, I went like that, because he was sticking way up. Well, he saw me, and I just missed him, a hair, you know, because of that. Well, this guy was walking along beside us, had seen me do that. Well, the poor guy, he kept walking along like this. Scared to death I was going to do it to him. He just roared. He was absolutely all frowning and everything, just absolutely petrified that we were going to try and pat his bottom. And then it was just a couple days after that this absolutely hilarious thing happened. There was these talk show hosts, who was it? Not Phil Donahue, but Merv Griffin.
Merv Griffin.
Yes.
I used to watch that a lot.
He had these 3 black sisters that were singers on the show. And he was sitting like this, and there was a little couch affair here, and the 3 sisters were like this. Well, one sister over here got out a cigarette. He gentlemanly got up and went like that to light it for her, and one of the other 2, I couldn't see which one, patted his bottom right there on TV, and everybody, the audience went wild, and I was watching. His face got scarlet. He stammered and stuttered. He couldn't even talk. Yes, and they left it in. I mean, they didn't cut it out or anything. It was absolutely a riot. I mean, this is on national television, a famous person, and he couldn't deal with it. He couldn't handle it. And I bet he's patted a few himself in his time. Now he knows how it feels. And none of the sisters admitted who did it. I mean, it's kind of hard to see whose hand reached up there. So anyway, then I've made phone calls and had guys, to get information at a store or something, and had guys go on and on about, well, I'd have delivered it just to have a look at you after hearing your voice, and give you all this stuff on the phone. So I had called Radio Shack this one time about a little thing I needed for the television set. And I thought, well, I'll fill this when I go in there. So I went in. What's his name? Whatever name you give me. No, you come up here. It's muddy. Well, the young fellow was up on a ladder, and they said, he said, that's me. I said, you're the so-and-so I talked to? And he says, yes. I said, well, sweetheart, I'd have bought the whole store just to get a look at you. I said, that sexy voice, he almost fell off the ladder. But he went like that. Boy, his shirt, buttons almost popped. And then where I get dog food and things is the wholesale place, and the young fellow that works there, and I tease him and call him Sweet Hips, because he wears shorts in the summer. And say, you know how men say, I'm a breast behind.
Yep.
Okay, I'm a leg woman myself. And, oh, God, I love summer when you wear those shorts. And he just, God. and even though I'm old enough to be his mother, he just beams. And I tell him things like, the older I get, the younger I like him. And he just keeps going. I said, how do you feel about older ladies? He says, love them. So, he knows it's all just harmless fun, and I'm just teasing him.
Yeah, right.
But 20 years ago, you couldn't
even
do that.
Oh, they'd probably be absolutely insulted.
Oh, God, when I was a girl, it was all right for a boy to say, I like your new dress, or I like your new hairdo. But you didn't say that to a boy. It was all right for a boy to call you.
Just say that.
And come over to your house and listen to the records, but it wasn't all right
for her to come over his house and listen to the records or watch it.
Yeah, I found that out because there's a little fat boy in my class when I was in the 6th grade. And he had a vast collection of records, beautiful symphony music. Not many of the people in class would have anything to do with it because he was fat and wore these Coke bottle glasses. But he was a nice boy, and I liked talking to him. And he invited me over to listen to his records. And I didn't think anything of it. I never really thought much of those rules.
One of my friends, I invite her over to listen to my tapes or music or whatever, and we talk and whatever, you know, and then I go to her house, you know, back and forth, but, you know, we think nothing of it, you know.
Well, it was so funny because we were in the 6th grade, and I can remember to this day his mother looking so concerned when the two of us got to the door after school, and he told his mother that he invited me over to listen to records. And I remember that she propped the door open with, you know, they used to have those door stops. She propped the door open and she'd peek in every few minutes. We were just sitting there listening to records and talking. Of course, I didn't understand why she was so worried in those days. So I went and checked out something done by Claire Bloom with her thick Irish accent. And I listened to that, and I repeated it, and I listened to it, and I repeated it, and then I tape it on my tape recorder. And when it got time for the little production, I was as Irish as you could get.
My last name, Carrie's Irish. Conroy.
Conroy?
Yeah.
Oh, a very good Japanese name.
There's this joke that Jan and I talk about is I always kid people and say, I'm black Irish.
Oh, I have this black woman friend. I've known her when I used to be a Navy wife. We were neighbors in Navy housing. And she was the first black lady that I ever really got close to. And this is when they were having all the riots first starting in Little Rock, Arkansas, and places around like that. And she and I were very good friends, and I could ask her questions, like, you know, the dumb questions that people think of that they're embarrassed to ask because they want to offend someone. But she and I were close enough, and I'd ask her, how can you tell when your children are dirty? And she just laughed and laughed. She says, well, she says, you get used to being black, and she says, you can tell. It was like, you know who Aunt Jemima was?
Yes. I played the piano song called Aunt Jemima. Thank you.
Well, you know that she was short and plump and jovial. Well, Mrs. Johnson looked just like Aunt Jemima, short and round, and she laughed like that too. And we've been friends for years. And I stopped in to see her a couple of years ago. She owns an apartment complex, small one over in the Logan Heights area, and she had this young black lady there, and whenever I drop in on her, she throws her arms around me. And it's just old home time.
Old home time.
Yeah, and then we may not see each other for years, but then we tell each other what all's been happening and everything. And
all the news.
Yeah, and this young one was there, and she just stiffened up because she was of the new generation, full of prejudice. So Miss Johnson asked me to come in the kitchen and help her make some coffee, and I knew she wanted to say something. So she told me this little gal was having problems with her mother-in-law, and she figured if anybody could help her, I could. And I said, well, she's awful standoffish with me. She said, yeah, but you can get through that. So anyway, I went in there while she took about 20 minutes making coffee. You know, it doesn't take that long to put it on. But anyway, I went in there. I tried to make conversation with the little black lady. And, she was very cool. So finally I said, well, you know, Mrs. Johnson and I are sisters, don't you? Well, she's black as the ace of spades, and here I am, very fair, and she said, no, I didn't. I said, yes, we're both Irish. She's black Irish, and I'm the white sheep of the family. And that broke the ice, and from then on, she told me about her problem, and it was just a matter of being able to talk to somebody about it.
Yeah, right.
Her mother-in-law didn't like her, and her mother-in-law had a little money, and didn't like her because she didn't, and was making life miserable. And after she talked about it a while, why she felt better, and that's mainly talk about something to someone and get it out of your system.
Yeah.
So anyway, and we all had coffee. Then the coffee was ready, and everything was fine.
So that's my combination, Japanese, Irish.